Let's get ready for the warm-ups. Keep your fingers together, index, middle finger and the thumb together. Just below the clavicle, start tapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. At the sternum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just where the ribcage starts to turn, just below that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Where the ribcage completely turns and ends, just below that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now just under your eyelids with three fingers, gently tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now keep your hands crossed and lift your legs and tap it across. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. Relax a little bit. Now keep your hands interlaced in front of you. Now I'll first show you and then you will do it. Breathing in, you will raise your hands up. Then you will turn to the right side. You will bend down and then you will come all the way to the left side and then you will come up. So you will be breathing in when you are coming up, turning round, breathing out. When you start moving down, continuously breathing out till you come here, then breathing in when you are coming up on this side. So get ready. Hands interlace in front. Breathing in, raise your hands up. Hold your breath. Turn to the right side. Breathing out, start bending down. And then swing to the left side. Hold your breath. Breathing in, come up from the left side. Hold your breath. Breathing out, come down on the left side. Swing to the right side. Hold your breath. Breathing in, come up on the right side. Look up. Hold your breath. Breathing out, come down on the right side. Swing to the left side. Hold your breath. Breathing in, come up on the left side. Hold your breath. Breathing out, come down on the left side. Continuously breathing out, swing to the right side. Hold your breath. Breathing in, come up. Hold your breath. Continue for 2 more rounds. Then release and relax. We'll do a couple of practices from Tibetan Yantra Yoga. So cross your hands like this in front of you. Now, Breathe out completely. Hold your breath. Breathing in, raise the hands, bring it above your head. Hold your breath and push the hands as much behind as you can, according to your comfort. Hold your breath and then breathing out, come down slowly. Bring the hands slowly down. Hold your breath. Once again, breathing in, bring the hands up. Hold your breath. Push the hands as much behind as it will go. Hold your breath. Breathing out. Bring both the hands down gently. Third round, when you're taking the hands up, see how the shoulder muscles are getting contracted. Be aware of the contraction. Hold your breath. When you are bringing the hands down, feel the shoulder muscles releasing and relaxing. Be aware of that. Last round with awareness of the muscles. Breathing in, bring the hands up. Hold your breath. Push the hands behind. See the nice contraction of the muscles. Feel it completely and then very gently and slowly bring the hands down. Relax. One last practice. Let your thumb come up to the bottom of your ring finger and then make it into a wrist. In that wrist, the right wrist comes under the right armpit. The left comes in front of the Bhrumadhya, the eyebrow center. Now in this, breathe in completely, hold your breath and turn it clockwise 3 times around your head, holding the breath. And then breathing out, bring the hands down. Second round, breathing in, bring the hands up, left wrist under the left armpit, right hand in front of the eyebrow center. And now clockwise, rotate 3 times. And then breathing out, bring the hands down. Now repeat anti-clockwise. If possible, rotate for a longer time. Instead of 3, try and do 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then come down. Other side. Hold your breath. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then release your hands, relax, and sit down. Get ready for the practices. So sit down comfortably. Pay attention to your breathing. Watch your breath going in and out. Be aware of your abdominal expansion and contraction when you are breathing in and out. And when you start paying attention, see how the breathing level can go up. And continue to pay attention when I blow the sham. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting mantra Om, creating a protective energy shield around me that keeps me protected against all external negative influences, antibodies, viruses, I am creating my protection in 3 layers. The outermost layer consists of 6 friendly creatures, an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, a tiger on the right side, a lion on the left side, an eagle above me, and a black tortoise below me. These 6 friendly creatures are protecting me from 6 different directions. Inside of that is a ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall to go up all around me, creating a protective layer that consummates all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. The third layer of protection is from the subtle energy of mantra Om. Start at the perineum, between the anus and the genitals for men, at the cervix for women. Visualize a 4-petal lotus. Visualize the color red coming up through the Sushumna Nadi inside the spinal cord. All the chakras are in the Sushumna Nadi inside the spinal cord. As we go up, the number of petals and the color will change. The rest of the visualization remains the same. Imagine the color coming out, pouring out from the center of your head, falling all around you like a fountain, creating a protective layer against you. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness at the spinal terminus, the coccyx bone, 6-petal lotus, color orange. Increase the pitch a little more. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Manipura chakra behind the navel. 10-petal lotus, color yellow will come up. Increase the pitch a little more. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Anahata chakra behind the heart. 12-petal lotus, color green. Increase the pitch a little more. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Vishuddhi chakra behind the throat pit, 16-petal lotus, color blue. Increase the pitch even more. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Agnya chakra behind the eyebrow center. 2-petal lotus, color indigo. Increase the pitch even more. Take a deep breath in. Finally, take your awareness to center of the top of the head, crown chakra, Sahasrara, 1000-petal lotus, color white. Increase the pitch further. Take a deep breath in. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamavijamastu Ma Vidishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra, interlace all the fingers. Left hand thumb is straight. Right hand thumb and index finger will rotate around the left hand thumb. Keep your hand near the heart center and make your sankalpa by following my instructions. I am chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the Mahamrityunjaya mantra helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All the brain cells and the body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health. And I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for both of you to reside inside in your effulgent form. If you know the mantra, chant along. Otherwise, just let the sankalpa roll around in your mind. Be in the awareness of the sound vibrations of the mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiv Bandhanan Mrityur Om Trayambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiv Bandhanan Mrityur Om Trayambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiv Bandhanan Mrityur Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Very gently disengage your hands and bring them onto your knees. Just be steady for some time. Be aware of the steadiness of your posture. When the body is steady, the mind also starts becoming steady. Just observe as to whether multiple thoughts are floating around or they are reduced in frequency. Feel the vibrations of the mantras inside your body. Take your awareness within yourself. See each and every cell dancing with joy, expressing a sense of gratitude at the efforts you are taking for maintaining the body in a healthy condition. See their enthusiasm spreading to you. Feel yourself at peace within yourself and with the environment around you. Feel grounded to Mother Earth. See a surge of confidence emerging inside you that Mother Earth will always provide for you. Express your gratitude to Mother Earth for continuing to provide for your needs. Feel a sense of calm and serenity spreading all through the body from the top of the head to the tip of the toes. See a sense of courage pervading throughout your body that gives you the ability to accept your circumstances as they unfold. What is not within your power to change, you can only adjust and accommodate. Gently open your eyes, stretch your legs, and then lie down on your back for body scan. Please adjust your camera so that I can see the body because we'll be doing lying down posting exercises today. Lie down, spread your legs a little bit, hands by the side of the body, palms facing the sky. Geeta, Rupani, I cannot see you both. Mahesh, I cannot see you. Mine I can see. Nitin, I cannot see you. Can you adjust the camera a little bit, please? Slowly start bringing your attention to your feet. Start with your toes. Are the toes relaxed or they're slightly contracting? If they are contracted, mentally say to yourself, I am relaxing my toes. Then try to release them. Feel that they are now relaxed. Pay attention to the sole of the feet. Try and see if you can feel the flow of blood on the sole of your feet. Can you feel the pulse at the sole? Try and be totally silent and see if you can hear the blood flow. Now pay attention to how the feet themselves are. Are they completely flopped on the sides with the side of the feet touching the ground completely? Or are they slightly lifted up away from the ground? Once you've paid attention to it, pay attention as to whether the right side and the left side are in symmetry. If they're raised away from the ground, is the angle that the feet makes with the ground the same on the right side and the left side? You have to only make a mental assessment to become aware. You don't have to make any change. Each of us have differences. No two-person will be similar, and there is no one correct way. So you're only becoming more and more aware. There is no correction. Come to pay attention to your heels. How are they in relationship to the ground? Are they pressing heavily? Are they pressing lightly? And is the pressure between the heel and the ground the same on the right side and the left side? If there is a difference, make a note of it. Pay attention to the heels, to the lower leg, foreleg, from the ankle joint up to the knees, and see whether the entire length is touching the ground or is there any gap between the ground and any portion of that leg. If so, make an assessment as to how much is that gap and where exactly it is. Then pay attention to back of the knees and see whether they are completely flushed against the ground. If not, make an assessment of how much is the gap. Then try and mentally relax both the knees and the foreleg. Now pay attention to the thighs between the knees and the hip joint. Are both the thighs completely touching the ground? If not, again make an assessment where they are not. And what is the gap? Make a mental note of these gaps because you will re-examine them later to see if there is any change. And you must be observant of those changes. Relax the hip and the hip joint. Now relax the buttocks and see if both the buttocks are in relationship to the ground. Are they pressing hard? Are they pressing light? And is the pressure same between the right side and the left side? Now pay attention to your spinal cord. Start with the coccyx, the sternum, then the lumbar vertebrae, and see if all of them are pressed against the ground or are they raised above the ground. If so, where exactly they are raised and what is the gap? Now repeat it with the thoracic vertebrae, thoracic vertebrae, 12 in number. See if each one of them are touching the ground. If not, what is the gap? And where? Then the cervical vertebrae up to the neck. Are they touching the ground? Then pay attention to the neck and the gap between the neck and the ground and make an assessment as to what is the gap. If you were to roll a towel to put it under the neck to cover that gap, how big that roll will be. Later on, actually test yourself by rolling a towel when you have the time to see whether your assessment and the reality are the same. Then the rest of the vertebrae which connect up to the skull, at the base of the skull. Now attention to shoulders. Are they touching the ground on both sides or are they raised above from the ground? Then the arms on both sides, are they completely touching the ground from the shoulder to the elbow? If not, what is the gap? Then the forehand between the elbow and the wrist, is it touching the ground completely or is there a difference? Is there a gap? Then attention to wrist and fingers, relax all of them. Bring your awareness back of the head. Pay attention to how is it resting against the ground. Is it pressing hard? Is it pressing light? Now relax top of the head. Now relax each and every part of the face as I named them. Forehead, eyebrows, eyebrow center, eyelids, eyelashes, nose, lips, tongue, teeth, jaw, cheeks, both the ears. Now relax your front side of the neck. Relax both the thyroid, parathyroid glands. Now bring your attention to your chest. Take 3 long breaths in and out, expanding the chest on all sides, front, right, left, and back. And see at the back whether you can feel the chest almost connecting to the ground when it presses against the back side of the body. Start 1, 2, 3. Now relax your heart and lungs. Relax your liver, spleen, gallbladder, pancreas, and stomach. Relax your kidneys, intestines, bladder and genitals. Feel the whole body is completely relaxed. Feel that you are ready for the practices for the day. Feel that your awareness of your own body is accentuated, and they'll continue to remain accentuated when you do the practices, feeling each and every muscle as they contract and release. And then we'll get down to the second lesson in somatic practices. First lesson dealt with the extensor muscles in the back. The second lesson deals with the abdominal muscles, the muscles that generally tends to contract every time you face a tough situation. Even if you constantly keep worrying about your future, these muscles tend to contract, and if you continuously keep worrying, they remain in a contracted state. When they are continuously contracted, they tend to pull the chest, the body forward, that contracts the chest a little bit, that restricts your breathing pattern. The breathing starts becoming rapid, blood pressure starts increasing. So you have multiple negative impacts from the contraction of this muscle. So we're going to learn to voluntarily contract it and then voluntarily release it. And when we become conscious, even if we are bombarded by tough situations externally, with our awareness, we will not allow this muscle to contract. And if this muscle does not stay continuously contracted, a lot of your problems in terms of pain, etc., will start receding. So get ready for the first practice, which is press the tailbone down, observe the lower back arching up below the belt line, and then breathing out, let the lower back press against the ground, the tailbone will come up. Once again, breathing in, press the tailbone down, lower back arches, hold your breath. Breathing out, allow the lower back to press against the ground, the tailbone comes up, hold your breath. Breathing in, press the tailbone, press it a little more. When you try to press it a little more, the arching will increase. Feel the increased arch. Hold your breath. Now let the lower back press a little more on the ground. The tailbone will come up a little more. Be aware of this change. Breathing in, tailbone presses down. Hold. Breathing out, lower back presses down. Tailbone comes up. Hold. Breathing in, tailbone presses down, lower back arches. Hold. Breathing out, lower back presses, tailbone comes up, press a little more, tailbone comes up a little more. And then release and relax. Take 2-3 breaths. Now interlace both the hands below the head. Let the head rest on the interlaced hands. In this position, breathing in, press the tailbone down. While breathing out, let the head come up. Press the lower back down. Now breathing in, let the head come down. Press the tailbone. Second time when you're coming up, try and press the lower back a little more. You should be able to come up a little more. And then breathing in, go down. Let the tailbone press more. Let the arching increase. Breathing out, bring the head up. Press the back a little more. Head comes up a little more. Breathing in, take the head down, tailbone presses, lower back arches. Breathing out, press the lower back down, head comes up. Press it more, head comes up more. Breathing in, press the lower back down. Tailbone down, sorry. Lower back arches. Breathing out, bring the head up, lower back press down. Breathing in, go down, let the tailbone press. Lower back arches. And last time, breathing out, bring the head up, press the lower back down, press as much as you can. And then let the head come down, release, relax your position, and take some rest. Get ready. Once again, let the feet come up, knees facing the sky. Now, the left hand will come under your head. The right hand will hold the right leg. Just in front of the knees, just below the knees. You will lie down on your back, left hand below the head, right leg will pull up a little bit, you hold it just below the knees, and now breathing in, press the tailbone down, breathing out, let the head come up, aim the elbow towards the knee. Those who are comfortable can touch the knee, you need not touch it. Just try to aim the elbow towards the knee and then breathing in, come back, press the tailbone down. Let the lower back arch. Breathing out, bring the head up, elbows aiming towards the knee. You need not touch, be in your zone of comfort. Don't do beyond your capacity. You need not touch. Third round. Fourth round. Last round. Now stretch your legs and relax. Now change your hands position. Right hand below your head. Feet once again folded. Knees facing the ceiling. Feet on the ground. Right hand below left hand below the head. First round. Second round. It should come on the same side. Once again, let me please pay attention. We are doing the other side now. So the left hand will be below the head. The right hand will hold the left knee, and the left hand will try to touch the left knee. It will be touching on the same side. Now if you are doing cross diagonal, that is a later movement. It's on the same side. See, if I'm keeping the left hand below my head, I will fold the left leg up. The right hand will hold the left leg. I will try and touch on the same side. Correct. Correct. Once you have done 5 rounds, stretch your legs and relax. Take some rest. Now we will do cross diagonal. So now you will keep the right hand under your head. You will take the left hand and hold the left knee. And when you are coming up, the right elbow will be pointing towards the left knee. This is cross diagonal. So this time, left hand is holding the left knee. The right elbow is pointing towards the left knee. And in this, when you are coming up, if your back can press a little more on the ground, you'll be able to come a little further. So try and experiment with that and see how the muscles are contracting in the front side when you're coming up and how they are releasing when you're going down. So feel the release of the abdominal muscles when you're going down and contraction when you're coming up. 5 rounds with awareness, breathing out while coming up, breathing in while going down, press the tailbone down while going down, press the lower back down when you're coming up. Slowly, going down slowly. Be aware of the muscle release. Some of you are still doing it very fast. Come down slowly, come down slowly. Slow, slow, slow. with awareness. Be completely aware. Be completely aware. Release and relax. Now the cross diagonal on the other side. One, very slowly come down. Be aware. Pay attention to the contraction of the muscles and the release. Only then you will get benefit. Be aware constantly. It is not necessary to touch. Intention is important. Awareness of the muscle is important. Contraction and release. Be aware how you are contracting the muscle, how you are releasing them. Feel the relaxation. Only then voluntary control takes over. Only then it will benefit. The importance is on the awareness. Slow release.
Sir, the foot has to be on the floor only, it tends to come up.
Pardon?
The foot, it is resting on the floor only. No, when
Which one is resting on the floor?
No, when you are taking your hand toward elbow towards your knee, the foot tends to come up. It has to be resting on the floor
it
only.
Should not come up.
Okay.
See, if I'm doing it this way, the right feet will be on the ground. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This way when I'm coming up, the right feet will be on the ground only. The left feet, of course, will be pushed because you're pulling it towards you.
Yeah. That's what I want.
Okay. Left will come up.
Okay.
Yeah. It is very similar to your Pavana Muktasana.
Okay.
So opposite side. Karna, you're doing on the same side. It is cross diagonal now. So I must keep the left hand below my head.
I know, Ramesh. I had done the cross side. Okay. I do the one side.
All right. Fine. All right.
I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah.
I'm not able to understand which of the muscles is being used. I guess I'm not able to understand that.
When you are coming up, it is the abdominal muscles in the front that gets contracted, and it is those muscles that gets relaxed when you're coming down. So when the head is coming up, the front abdominal muscles are contracted, and those muscles are released when you're going back. And the back muscles actually stretch.
Yes.
Because unless the back muscles stretch, it cannot allow you to come forward.
Okay. So I can feel my back muscles. I can understand that, the movement, but not the core as much. So I'll try it again.
So yeah, correct. Now we'll do the variation of this. So we'll get a repeat. The way you are repeating, the repetition we'll do in a different way now. Let everybody finish. Once you're finished, stretch your legs out. So I know all of you completed on both sides. Now we'll do a couple of variations, which is based on the Feldenkrais method. So once again, when my right hand is under my head, my left hand is holding above the right knee. And now when I'm coming up, instead of the elbow pointing towards the knees, I will try to point my chin towards my knees. Same action, breathing in, press the tailbone down, breathing out, come up, point the chin towards the knees. And if you can press nicely, you can touch the knees as well. Point the chin towards the knees. Point the chin instead of the elbow. And once you've done this 3 times, relax and then try to point the forehead towards the knees. After you have done 3 rounds, the next round, try to bring the forehead towards the knees. Bring the forehead towards the knees. And then relax. After you have taken some rest, repeat the 2 movements on the left side. Because this is on the same side. If you're keeping your eye. Yes, correct. That's right. Correct. First chin, then forehead. First chin, then forehead. Feel the nice contraction of the abdominal muscles when you're coming up and the release and the relaxation of the muscle when you're coming down. Take voluntary control. And then stretch your legs and relax.
Hello, sir.
Now keep both the hands. Yeah.
Sir, how much stretch the neck should feel when you are doing this? You know, sometimes what happens, neck, the neck bone or the upper side of the spinal cord. Or is it?
Ideally speaking, when you are supporting it with the hand, the neck should not feel too much of a stretch at the back because it is being supported by the hand which is bringing it up. You are not using the neck to move forward. So
Okay,
be careful when you're coming up. The head is held by it, so it should come naturally. It should feel relaxed actually. There should be not much of a stretch.
Okay, even the upper part of the spinal cord.
Contraction is in the abdomen.
Even the upper part of the spinal cord should.
Will stretch.
Okay.
That will stretch because that is coming up. No, it has to stretch, otherwise it cannot come up.
Yeah. Even when I'm putting my forehead. Yeah, when I'm trying to put my forehead, I can feel pressure in my jaw also.
Okay, if you're feeling the pressure, then reduce the movement. What happens is, when you're trying to bring the forehead, if you press it back on the ground, without much of a strain, you should be able to come closer. But if you feel a pressure, that means your body is not yet ready for that movement. Reduce the movement a little bit, come only till then. As you keep doing it, you will feel that you can come closer and closer without any strain.
Okay.
Always reduce the moment you feel extra stretch, where it is not required. Okay, now keep both the hands under the head. Breathing in, arch your tail, press the tailbone down, arch your back. Breathing out, bring the head up, bring the both elbows closer together. Hold your breath, then breathing in, go down, press the tailbone against the ground. Then again breathing out, press the lower back down, bring the elbows together, bring the head up. 5 times, and then relax. Once you have completed 5 rounds, stretch and relax. And we are coming to the last movement for the day. So you keep both the hands interlaced under the head. Keep both the legs together, knees together. And then breathe in, press the tailbone down, lower back arches. While breathing out, let the head come up. Let both the elbows be pointed towards the knees. And then come down. Once again, breathing in, press the tailbone down. 3 times. Slowly, come down slowly, come down slowly. You need not touch your knees. You only have to point in the direction of the knees. Aim for the knees, need not touch. Take the movement only to the extent possible. Once you've completed 3 rounds, take some rest. Now the second round, you will point the chin towards the knees. Point the chin towards the knees. Both the legs coming up. Chin will be aimed somewhere in between the 2 legs. Then again relax. The last is aiming the forehead in between the knees. Aiming the forehead in between the knees. Come down slowly. Come down slowly. You only aim the forehead. You need not go anywhere near. You need not touch. Be in your comfort zone. Do only as much as you can comfortably do. Be comfortable. That is important. Now release and relax. Now pay attention to your body. Stretch your legs. Once again, feel how the feet in connection to the ground. You feel more of the feet is now touching the ground. Is the back of the knees flexed a little more as compared to what it was before? How is the buttocks in relationship to the ground? Is there any change between the time you started and now? If so, what? Finally, your spinal cord. See if more of the spinal cord is now touching the ground as compared to what it was before. As more and more of your spinal cord start touching the ground, more and more of your body is relaxing, more and more of your muscles are letting go. And when your muscles are completely relaxed, the entire spinal cord will be resting on the ground. Pay attention. Then gently turn to one side. With the support of your hands, as per instructions, slowly come up. Keeping the head facing down till you sit up. Then come up. We'll do a breathing practice in preparation for our yogic practices, which will be starting from Thursday. So I want you to do this practically on your own. I'm not giving any postures, but you close your right nostril and you will start breathing from the left. Whichever way you want to close it, you can close it. Count Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4 when you're breathing in. Feel the abdomen expand as you breathe in. Then close the left nostril. Let the air go out from the right. Again count Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. And then breathe in from the right, Om 1, Om 3, 2, Om 3, Om 4. And again breathe out for Ho. Second round, try and make it up to 6 and 6 out. 6 in, 6 out. Third round, take it up to 8 in, 8 out, 8 in, 8 out. Start. From today to Thursday, try and continue to do this practice. Keep increasing the count as much as you can comfortably do and see how much you can reach. If you continuously practice for a long time, you should be able to reach up to a count of 30 in, 30 out. But you reach it slowly. Don't try to reach 30 tomorrow. Now let go of the practice. Get ready for chanting mantra Om. Once again, make your sankalpa that you're chanting mantra Om, creating a protective energy channel around you that keeps you protected right through the day against all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. Take a deep breath in. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम. Rub your hands nicely when they are warm. Then keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from the palms into the eyes. Then gently open your eyes. Observe whatever colors you can see. And then gently release your hands. Hari Om Tat Sat. So see you all on Thursday. We will be starting somatic yoga formally on Thursday. So try and make it without fail. Bye.